Right, welcome to this Battlefield terrain tutorial. I've got another table set up here for your games of Warhammer 40,000. As per usual, I'm going to guide you through step by step. So we'll go through the foundational stages, building up terrain, final finishing touches. And you're welcome to copy this setup for your own games of Warhammer 40,000. So first up is the foundation. One of my favourite battle mats here from GameMat.eu. So it's called Imperial Refinery. It is 60 by 44 inches in size. You can get this mat in different sizes, but for your regular games of 10th edition, it is 60 inches across, you need, and then 44 inches wide. This is actually one of their double-sided mats. So on the other side is another design. It is the Defiled Monastery design. So double-sided battle mats means you're getting the two designs in one. Just flip the mat over and you can play on a different design on the other side. It's very cost effective to do that way. It's great for storage, transportation and so on, because really it's just the one mat, but you're getting the two designs. They all come with a zip carry case as well, so great for storage and moving around if you're taking your mat to a gaming club and so on. So with this one, it's great to have grey sort of colour schemes for urban fighting, but this one's got some brilliant rusty colours running through this. So just showing you the different colours working with this one, and it's all in grids and pipes and so on. I was a bit skeptical of this when I first saw it, but as soon as I started putting the terrain on, it just creates just these different contrasts going on here. I very much like the design here. Well, it's also war-torn, so you've got crater marks, smashed up pavement and so on running through this. Some nice markings, you can see the numbers. That's all part of this mat design, and it fits in with the colours. So you've got like grey tones, rusty tones, brick red kind of tones running through this, darker tones as well. So I've found it fits in really well with the colour scheme I've gone for with the main terrain that you see here on the board also. So battle mat link below. I'll leave an actual link for this particular mat. There's also a discount code that you can use across the store for 11% off. They're shipping the mats worldwide from GameMat.eu, and have just launched a new website as well. So if your order comes to over £300, they're going to give you an extra 5% off on top of your order as well. So potentially 16% discount now available from GameMat.eu. So then for terrain, it's a mix here of, I do like to combine GameMat.eu terrain, but then also bring in some Games Workshop terrain as well. And the two go well together. So we've got the industrial terrain set from them. So this large piece is part of that set. You get a load of pipes. The pipes actually come like this, but they're stackable, so I've just made a larger stack of them just to make a larger terrain piece. You get 4 of these here, and we'll combine the two together just for that part of the board, and just link them up with a walkway. And then you also get 4 large containers. I've deliberately left those out of this one just to change things up a little bit. Don't have to overload the board, but they're available and I can use those, but I've chosen not to use them here for this particular setup. So that's all part of that one set. You also get some boxes, containers in that set as well. I'll leave a link for that in the video description below. It's a big set, it'll fill out half a table easily, so it's a great one for filling out your tables. Also a singular piece, the warp portal it's called, just over there. Just available as a single terrain piece. Great feature. Usually have it like in the middle of the board as like a focal point to fight across during your games. Now I have colour adjusted this. I've used some corn red, sort of AdMech feel going on with this one, adding a bit extra metallics, some rusting, some chipping going on with the design here. So there is a tutorial for that on the channel, just to take your pre-painted terrain from GameMat.eu and then just change your colours up. Add your own finishing touches to it, and as I said, that colour scheme really fits in perfectly with the colour scheme going on with this battle mat. The two match up really well. Then the rest of the board, about a third of the table is Games Workshop terrain, so the old AdMech terrain across there. And again, I repeated the same colour scheme. So primary colours being a Shabty bone, you can see it there as on the walkways, and then the corn red being used, just a couple of spot colours being used. Again, same here on the pipes. These pipe sets are from Games Workshop as well. So that does seem to work really well. GameMat.eu, and then you add in some Games Workshop terrain and the two mix up really well. Finishing touches for this mat is your accessories, so things like boxes and barrels added. They're all Games Workshop. The pipes are from Games Workshop as well, just sprayed up silver and rusted up. Barricades and tank traps added on. Pipes across here, little finishing touches like this, just give it that real 40k feel on the board. Then another accessory which I've made myself, and that is propaganda posters like this one. Add walkways, which I've actually fixed these onto this terrain piece just to create a large surface area. And then there's another example of walkways there, and you can use them to connect terrain pieces together. And then also chain link fences, which again I've not put onto this board, but all using the same materials, the same process. And again, I have a painting or a tutorial for that. I'll leave a link for that in the video description below. But they are so useful. The walkways are great for bridging gaps, as you can see, between terrain. You can use them to create nice areas. To put things on top, made a square one there to go on top of the warp portal. As another example there, just connecting two terrain pieces. And then across the other side, you can see connecting the walkways, leaving a gap for like vehicles to drive underneath as well. So they really are worth it. I pretty much use them in every board, so you'll get really good usage out of them. A little bit tricky to make, but doable, and the tutorial will guide you through. And the materials are cheap enough as well. Once you've got a set of those, you can use them from one game to the other. And then the final finishing touch is your stones, battlefield debris. So these are stones I got from the beach. Not the colour they came in. They came in more lighter colours. I then took black spray, brown spray and grey, put them into a tray and then just sprayed them up, shook them around and kept spraying them with the different tones coming through. And I was just taking colours from this design and then putting them onto the stones. That means that the stones go on and they're the same kind of shade here to match in with the mat. And it just breaks up the terrain, gives it a more natural kind of look. Also accessories and spares from your kit, so like las guns, just add those in as scatter on the board. Bits from tank kits, there's a hatch there from a tank. Different bits, just spray them up and rust them up. Here's a pulse rifle from the tower, just painted up and added in, just to scatter across your board. Again, it's worth doing. It just sets the tone that it's a grimdark 40k battlefield. Just gives you those little indicators. That's the realm that you're fighting in. So that's the tutorial. I hope that's given you a good guide for this particular table. I really like this board. Love the colours going on with this. Nice rusty colours. As I said at the start, it's different to your regular sort of grey colour scheme going on for urban fighting. You can go for different shades and tones. So links below. Battlemat will give you that great foundation. The terrain as well from gamemat.eu. Use the discount codes that are available, and they are shipping worldwide. And then it's Games Workshop terrain, and then just the little details, things like the boxes and barrels, stones, and I'll leave a tutorial for the walkways and propaganda posters in the video description as well. Keep a look out for more videos in the series. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.